Yo. What's the deal? What's the deal? It's your boy who is Hendo. And we back talking sports. My bad, y'all. My phone died, so we over here on StreamYard. Um, please share the stream. So yeah, like I was saying, the Warriors, I believe they need to go get all new role players. What I've seen in this playoffs was downright disgusting. I mean, downright disgusting. Salute. Actually, waiting for this boy to do. I'm waiting for KB to pull up. That's why I came over here. But shout out to my boy Cheyenne, Real Warrior Gang in the building, Dub Nation. You already know what time it is. But yeah, like I was saying, the Warriors, they need to just retool. It's time because Steph don't have that long to go, bro. And truth be told, okay, here go KB. What's up, my brother?
Yo, what's good, man? You gotta excuse the background. I got my kids in here
Oh no,
playing
man, you know you
playing with
good.
their
I got
toys
my
and shit.
listen, my nieces and nephews be here like damn near all the time. So don't even worry about it, bro.
Okay, bet.
But yeah, man, I was just this playoffs been pretty good, but I'm just trying to. I really well, since you're a Lakers, well, I don't know how you doing with you. I don't know if you still on the bandwagon, if you
Yeah,
off.
I'm still a Lakers fan.
Okay. So I basically was like, I've been seeing a lot of trade rumors where we going after the same type of people. Like I might see the Warriors trying to go after whoever it is, and then I see y'all right behind us. So salute DBZ. You could come up too. Y'all definitely come up. It's gonna be kind of like since my boy KB here, it's gonna be kind of like a Warriors, Lakers, you know what I'm saying, off-season moves thing, because you know what I'm saying. But I seen both of us like you know what I'm saying, literally trying to get the same people. I've seen Derek White as a potential candidate.
Oh, Derek White would be a good acquisition,
Yeah, I've seen Derek White for the Warriors. I haven't seen that for the Lakers, but I wouldn't be surprised. I've seen KP for the Lakers and KP for the Warriors. I've seen Jalen Brown. Nas Reed is gonna be a free agent. Yeah, Nas Reed. I know we not re-signing Tim Hardaway Jr. at my Pistons. I know that for sure. We re-signing Dennis Schroeder and Malik Beasley. So I know he gonna be a free agent. And you know what I'm saying? It's a lot. I looked up the free agent list. Like James Harden is a free agent, you know, but he fucked up his stock. A lot. You got Kaminga, but you're gonna have to trade for him probably. But no, he's extension coming up. But it's like
Yeah,
so
y'all
many.
ain't bringing Kaminga back. I'd be
No, I
surprised.
already know that. I already know that. Even though he hooped for us in the playoffs, I already knew he wasn't coming back. Like no matter like really what he did, bro. It was just like it's fucked up. But at the same time, I'm gonna be a fan of him wherever he go.
Y'all
But
low key tried to ruin his value.
oh, you don't think, bro? You cannot like understand how many spaces on Twitter I was in where Warrior fans we like, bro. What is Steve Kerr doing? Like, what the fuck is we doing? Like, everybody's asking the same thing. How is he on the bench? And I'm like, bro, this man literally just said the other day, we can't play winning basketball with Kaminga. I said, okay, bro.
But how did he come up? See, that's how you know it's got to be personal. Because how did he
It
come up
gotta
with that
be,
conclusion? Because they didn't have a large sample size. Hey, Jimmy just got on the team.
man. He told niggas that he can't play with Jimmy. Then we get in the game, and him and Jimmy is the only ones that's really hooping.
Yeah,
And
you
he led us in points. He
yeah
led
you,
us in points.
but you can make an argument that Curry probably went down because of all the work he's been trying having to put in.
Listen, bro, you know how I know you correct on that? The game 7, bro, Curry, they did the tracking of the miles of how much he ran. He ran the most he has ever ran in the NBA game in that game 7.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
so you do the math.
yeah. I see
And
it.
he's never had a hamstring injury ever.
I was telling Big Dog, I said, yo, y'all got to remember Curry's 37 years old.
Man, I ain't
So the
gonna lie.
amount of minutes he was
I'm
balling, but
gonna put you hip. I'm gonna put you hip. Me and Big Dog got into it over it was Shador Sanders, bro. We got into a debate, spackle or whatever like that. I think he tripping 100%. I think he on some bullshit. That's still my dog, but I just think he on some straight bullshit. Like I ain't gonna lie to you on that. But I still fuck with Big Dog heavy. I just think he on straight bullshit with that. That nigga is totally 100% wrong on Shador. But that's here nor
yeah, I
there.
gotta watch that.
But yeah, but let's still go subscribe to Big Dog Talk Sports. You know, it's all love still. But yeah, I ain't fucking with you on that one. But I just believe that, like, I believe the way and Luca is looking like I ain't gonna lie, Luca looking real slim. I ain't gonna lie, he looking real slim. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what he does conditioning wise on the court and all that.
Yeah, we will
Uh,
see. We
but
definitely
I
will
think,
see.
but I do think that with Steve Kerr uh, not playing Kaminga, it kind of could wear. I see how it wore Curry out, having to
Yeah,
carry so much of the offense.
it basically went to when Curry went down. It basically went to what Curry and our team was before Jimmy got there. It was just Jimmy instead of Curry. Like they were trash, pots, ass. Buddy showed up a couple of games for sure. Kaminga was our best player, our most consistent player.
Yeah.
And with Jimmy, Jimmy is a lot older. I did not like the how passive he was. No, I did not like that at all. At the same time, this roster is not these role players is not it.
See, but I ain't gonna lie. Man, I think y'all finished, man. And the only reason why I say that is because I know we know how great Steph Curry is. But all of those other guys, they get their opportunities to score basically off of Steph Curry.
You know, I know we not just because of Mike Dunleavy and what I've been hearing and what's been really going down and what Curry said at the end of that press conference. These niggas is gone.
Oh, you think they're gonna make significant moves?
No, I know that for a fact. Locked On Warriors, I was talking to them on Twitter, and then I was watching their show. They're making moves, bro. They already trying to go get KP, Derek White. They already trying to get rid of a lot of these niggas. A lot of these niggas is not gonna be on the roster next year.
They should go after Derek White because
I
like
said that
Porzingis,
too.
yeah, Porzingis is good, but he's always hurt. So it won't do you no good if he ain't there.
Right.
Um, so I would
But
get Derek
Steve
White
Kerr
because
loves pods. That was one of the biggest problems.
man, bro,
Wise playing 38, 39 minutes and giving us 5 points and being trash, but he still get to play 39, 40 minutes. Not making
yeah,
no
bro.
sense, bro.
If you choose Pods over Derek White, I don't know what to say, bro. Like,
Nigga, they chose Pies over Lori Marketing.
nah,
They said Pies was untouchable, bro.
Yeah,
not
I remember
untouchable.
that. I remember that.
I said that shit was stupid in the first place. I said, what do you mean he's untouchable? That nigga not even that good. Then he went on that little run, that little stretch, fooled everybody, got to the playoffs, felt that physicality with the Houston series. Soon as I see him in the Houston series, I was like, yeah, he cannot take physicality, bro. He
But
not
he's a role
even get a
player at
shot.
best. He's a
That's what I was telling people. He's a bench player.
he's a
Off the
good role
bench,
player.
he's a bench player, 6 man, off the bench at best. He's not
Uh,
consistent enough. Number one. Now he is a Swiss Army knife. He will rebound, play defense. When his shot is going, he can give you 20 one night, and then the next night 2 points, and the next night 5 points, and the next night 6 points, and the next night 7 points.
But I don't see the argument like of not getting Derek White. Like he's better at everything.
No, they probably gonna go get him now, but I'm talking about this was like last year when
Yeah.
Lori Marketing was on the table, and we probably could have got him, but they wanted like 5, 6 first round picks. I'm like, oh hell no, that nigga
See what
ain't pre KD, he ain't KD prime KD. You got me fucked up, nigga.
when you talk about a guy like Derek White, you talking about a guy who ran his own team. Like he led the Spurs. I mean, even though they weren't a great team, he has that leadership aspect in him.
Listen, Derek White would be, if I'm being real, he'll be the third best player on our team.
Dude, he might be the second.
Yeah, he might be the second. He might be the second on most nights in a regular season. He'll be the second best player on our team. Then
and your defense is going to be amazing too.
Okay. And then in the postseason, he might be the third best player, sometimes second best player. If Curry off, the best player.
But I'm gonna tell y'all.
But I'm gonna say this: watch out for Giannis too. I'm just gonna say that.
But you also gotta think like you guys have to get younger. You have to get younger, and I mean younger talent. Like you can't keep running
talent.
Curry.
We need a talent. Period. Listen.
Yeah, you can't rely on Curry like this.
We are fucked after Curry retires. I already know that.
This man's going to be 38.
I don't give a fuck. That you see all that nigga was balling.
No, he's balling, but you
listen.
See that
I
injury?
already know we gonna be fucked after Curry retired. I know that already.
But did you see that injury he got?
I just want my mans to get one more, and then we good.
But Hendo, that injury he got was like that was on his own. Like that's how you know you're getting older when you start pulling shit and there ain't nobody around.
That's an anomaly, bro.
I'm telling you, gotta watch those minutes, man.
I'm telling you, that's an anomaly. Curry ain't never got a hamstring injury at all, and it's not a coincidence that he ran the most he ever ran in Game 7. I can bet you $1,000 right now he will not get a hamstring injury next year.
You guys got to get him somebody who at least get a young talent who can carry the team in the future.
We are going to get bigger. It ain't even about the young talent. It's about us getting bigger. The young talent that goes with the front office. We're going to be trash after he leaves, regardless, because we did not go get somebody who's supposed to carry the ship. And
what's Curry's workload gonna look like?
And the player, next year? It depends on who we get. I know we're making moves. That's for sure.
You gotta reduce his workload. You got it.
It depends on who we get. You know what I'm saying? Jimmy was straight with Steph. He is not able to play and be that same Jimmy without Steph. And we saw that in the playoffs. With Steph, we were straight. All we need to do is fix some of these role players, and we straight. I already know we're gonna be trash after Curry leave. We'll get to that when I get to that. Because simultaneously, my Pistons is coming up because Jay Ivey will be back next year. That's for sure. And Anthony Melton, we looking at him as well. So and with him, we was balling before he got injured. That was the whole reason we had to get rid of him. Because he was a good
backup point guard.
Yeah, MPJ and Michael Porter Jr., he gone. They definitely trading him.
I would see if because I know the Lakers, they thinking about getting off of Austin Reeves.
I heard that. I made a video on that.
Maybe Austin Reeves could.
Oh, I would love Austin Reeves over here.
Yeah, Golden State.
I would love Austin Reeves over here. That would be great. Austin Reeves. I
just want that 4-year-old bum out of there. That's what I want.
Because he could run the point. If I'm being real, Austin Reeves could run the point. Curry could play off of him. Jimmy Butler could play off of him. I'm like,
he can score.
Austin Reeves can give you 20, 25.
Yeah, I'm looking for a scorer for you guys, man. If you guys are going to be,
you don't think we definitely looking for a scorer and a center. That's what we looking for. We looking for because we're not playing Draymond at the 5 at all next year.
Nah,
like
that's too much to ask of him.
It's over for it. Bro. We've been saying this for the last 3-4 years, bro. Me, Cheyenne, Alex. We've been literally saying this shit. Like Draymond cannot play the 5 anymore, bro. Like he can't play the 5. Me too. Think about it. We had Austin Reeves instead of Potts in this series. We probably could have won. We would have won at least one game. Kobe White. That's another dude that we've been linked to. If we get a Kobe White, I'm like, bro, I take any of these young talent that I've been seeing. From a Derek White to a Kobe White to Austin Reeves to I've been hearing about us getting Brook Lopez too. Actually, Shams reported something on that about us getting Brook Lopez, but I would prefer Steven Adams just because watching him in that Houston series, bro.
Yeah, he's a beast.
he changed so much of those games, bro. Like we literally had to hacker Adams his ass, bro.
But y'all were small too, though. At the same
Exactly,
time.
but we're a good rebounding team. The problem is when we got with Houston. Houston is a great rebounding team, and they have the size. And you got, you know, what I'm saying, bigger wings. They got tons of wings, like tons of them. And let them get if they get KD like they talking about, they trying to go.
Who get KD?
Listen, they've been linked to KD the whole summer, and the
For the
Suns.
Warriors?
No, I'm talking. They're the Warriors for sure, but I'm talking about Houston. Houston been linked to them too.
Yeah. Houston needs to move on from Jalen Green, in my
I told
opinion.
him that. I told him. I said, bro, he not that dude, bro. He not that
Yeah.
dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
Randall was horrible. I ain't gonna lie, man. I don't know what happened, bro. He just fell off the last two games. I think it's OKC defense. I'm just being real.
Well, he was due for a bad game because he's been playing like
He done had a few
unbelievable.
bad games, bro. It's been this OKC series, bro. He done had 2 games where he had like 5 points, bro. Like
Yeah.
they've been clamping him, bro. They
They got a
really,
lot they could throw at these guys, man.
yeah, they've been really
Tough.
clamping him up, bro. Like I would say Ant-Man, he he had two master classes, but the game last night, he wasn't shooting a lot, and his playmaking, like other people, he got other people involved and they got
Yeah.
off, but he wasn't as aggressive as he should have been.
See
But
the
I
thing,
won't say he played a horrible game because I watched the game and I was like, I mean, he was playmaking. I mean, Jay McDaniels had 22.
yeah,
Nikhil Alexander Walker had like 22. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? DiVincenzo had like 18. And
DiVincenzo was on fire.
they was getting open looks. He was penetrating and throwing the ball. I mean, he only had 6 assists. But I
See,
mean,
that's the balance that Ant-Man has to find. Is
yeah, he
that
got
like,
to know how to do both. Like, and I don't know
yeah,
if he know how to do that yet.
throughout the game, right? You see him making plays. He had 6 assists, right? So you see him making plays for his teammates because they had it rolling. Like
Yeah,
Nikhil Alexander Walker was cooking. And so when you see your teammate cooking, you kind of take a step back, but he has to find that balance of when to attack. And I
yeah,
think his timing was off. Like he attacked
it was.
too late.
And I was like, damn. And then at the end, it was like it was super close. And I'm like, damn. I'm like, so I can't really say because they only lost by 2. So
Yeah.
I can't really say that like he was the like he was the main reason. I just think that like you said, his timing was off. And oh yeah, dog from Auburn. Oh yeah, let my
Yeah,
picture.
he wasn't the main reason. Like anybody who's saying he's the main reason is just
Yeah,
watching the box
Julius
score.
Randle was the main reason, nigga.
Yeah,
Julius
they just
Randle had
watching the box
5
score, bro.
fucking point. He took 7 shots, bro.
Cause look, listen, like what Ant Man did was he was playing good defense. He scored 16, but that don't tell the story of the game. You know what I'm saying? What's most important for him at this stage of his career, he can score whenever he wants. So
Right.
what's important to him is getting his teammates involved, keeping them hot, keeping them active. You know
It
what I'm
worked.
saying?
It worked. I just feel like it was really their defense. They couldn't stop SGA or Jalen or J Dub down the stretch. SGA was
Nah,
doing whatever he wanted, and
but
J
see,
Dub was doing whatever they wanted.
the thing with Ant Man is he got to score. He has to find the timing within the game
Yeah,
to score more. Like maybe in the third quarter, look to be way
they got
more
to defend
aggressive.
better down the stretch too, though.
Yeah, that's true too. But see, against the Thunder, their defense, you have to score. You
Yeah,
know, as a leader, like you have to get it done because you can't have a 16-point game and beat these guys, especially when Shea going off of 40. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. And then he had 10 assists, and he was really
Yeah.
getting he was really getting everybody involved and everything. And so he had 40 and 10, and then you got J Dub going for 34. Then you got Chet going for like 24, and it was eating.
Yep.
And Shea just put on a masterclass last night. That's probably one of the best games I've seen him play this postseason.
Well, he's more mature as far as like he's able
Exactly.
his game. He's able to get to the mid range and make the game easy. His
It's like
shots look easy.
yes, like it's pickup out there. Like it's child's play. Like he just and he don't get sped up. He stay in his pace. I'm like, and once he get to that spot, like it's really nothing you can do. But hope he miss.
Exactly. That's what Ant Man needs to pick up because when you look at Ant Man, like he gets some good elevation on his jump shot. So if he
He
gets to the
does,
mid
especially
range,
that three, especially
yeah.
that pull up three where he pull up on it. But I just think he takes too many of them.
See his problem is that I seen it in one possession. He would drive, he would force a drive, but he run right into the teeth of the defense. So that mid range is going to help him stop and pull up, so that he doesn't go all the way to the interior of the defense with Chet Holmgren, all them dudes is waiting on.
Right. I just feel
You
like I just feel like people pre I see where people is trying to put Ant-Man at, and I see it too. But I just think people like prematurely, you know what I'm saying, was just like putting too much on him. Like he's still 23. He's still got a long way to go, bro. A long way to go.
That's because you know what ended up happening to Ant Man. They propelled him to Kobe and Jordan
Yeah,
status, and
yeah.
people are holding him up to those
And
expectations.
that's
But
and
if
that
he,
was my problem. That was my problem from the beginning. I was like, that
yeah,
was my only problem. I was like, I love Ant-Man game. I was like, Ant-Man is one. I was like, Ant-Man is one of the few young dudes in here that actually play both ways. Him, my hometown hero, Cade.
yeah,
I was like, among others, Wimby, a couple other dudes. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
the need to, as soon as you know what I'm saying, he gets some success, to compare him to Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant, or compare a dude like Donovan Mitchell to D Wade and these
yeah.
people. It's like I need that to happen organically before y'all anoint them. I need them to show me, you know what I'm saying, among, you know what I'm saying, winning, and let the fans, you know what I'm saying, be on that. And you know what I'm saying? Then you go ahead and jump out the window with that. I
See
mean,
the
he's
reason why
23.
the reason why people get on him so much is because the media and how they raise expectations instead of like judging him for who he is and his skill set, they're holding him on a scale to all the other all-time greats, and
Yeah, and that
you can't
shit
do that.
pisses me off. Cause
You
I'm
can't
like,
do that.
I told him, I was like, he like, man, if he don't win the title this year, man, that's a failure. I'm like, how? I'm like, bro, he is 23. I'm like, think about this. I'm like, he's 23 years old, bro. He's not even in his prime yet. I'm like, bro, he's 23 and he done already eliminated LeBron. He done already eliminated Jimmy Butler, the Warriors, Draymond, and them. He done already eliminated Jokic. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, he got these all-time greats on his list, and he ain't even 25 yet. I'm like, he still has a lot to learn. Still got to learn how to pick apart the defense. He still got to learn what SGA has learned, how to get to his spots, and how to just get an unguardable shot. It's not a three, just a unguardable shot. Like it's not. It has to stop. You know what I'm saying? And as far as the face of the league, that's different. That's a whole different conversation. Of
The
course,
face of the league should be whoever's winning,
yeah. You
whoever's
know what
winning the
I'm saying?
most.
That's how I feel. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole different conversation. You know what I'm saying? I got a different mindset of who I think. I think if you're the face of the league, you should be having success and be marketable, and you know what I'm saying, have that swagger or whatever like that. You can't be losing in the second round every year or in the first round every year, but you the face of the league. That just doesn't make any sense to me. You know what I'm saying?
See, I think the face of the league should be SGA. And the reason why I think it should be SGA is because he wants it. You know what I'm saying? Like he wants to be that person, that guy.
They're gonna
He's a
say he
winner.
don't have a personality and everything like that, but I don't disagree with you.
I mean, if he whooping everybody ass, I
Hey, I
mean,
don't disagree with you. He in commercials. He in commercials. He got endorsements and stuff like that. I said the same thing about Tatum. I said that like 2 years ago. I said I think Tatum should be the face of the league. And I'm like, he got endorsements. He got a squeaky clean record. I'm like, he go out there and ball. I'm like, what they like with Ant-Man is, you know what I'm saying, the swagger, the shit talking,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, the moxie, how he talking here and talking there. I'm like, yeah, that's all good.
But that shit talking can backfire.
Yeah, I'm like, that's all good and that's all good and dandy until you get into that on that court and that nigga bust your ass
Exactly.
like
And
you doing right now.
if
So
you
when you
doing all
face
that
the
talking,
league,
you
you
gotta
getting your
deliver.
ass bust by the MVP of the league. And it's not like SGA is 30, 31. He is 26. It's not like
He's in his prime.
yeah, 7, 8 years older than him. He only like 3 years older than Ant-Man.
But how are you gonna pitch somebody over me and he losing to me?
And I'm
Like
balling
that's
more
what I'm saying. Like
consistently.
you pitching these dudes, they losing to me.
I'm giving you 30 every night. I might have one bad game in the middle. Giving you 10, 11, 12, 30. He got the most 30-point games for an MVP in regular season and postseason since MJ.
Yeah. But see, I don't think they're gonna give it to him because of you know who. We got a certain Kobe connection there. So
Yeah, and then
you know, I don't think they want to go
Kobe
do
had to
that.
take it. They wasn't giving it to Kobe. Kobe had to go and take it. Like, nigga, no, I'm here. I'm here. They was not trying to get that shit to Kobe, especially after Colorado.
But
He
see,
had
that's
to,
what SGA doing. He taking it
yeah, he had
because
to, like, exactly. He had to go and take that shit. All right, bro, y'all got
you
me.
see how they were waiting till after the game 7 to decide who was
Yeah.
MVP.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't want to give it
It
to
was
him.
crazy. I came on here and made a video about it. I'm like, bro, that shit is crazy. And
They didn't
last
want to
year,
give it to him, bro.
the MVP was already announced by this time.
But see, ain't that some shit? When Kobe was going for the MVP award, it was about the best player on the best team. But then it took them a long ass time to go by their own criteria. It's
Yeah,
like
they switched
what
it
the
up.
fuck is
Just
the
like
wait?
Steve Nash that year or whatever like that in 06 and 07. They didn't have the number one record. If I remember in 07, Dallas had the number one record in the West.
Yeah, they were number 2, Phoenix.
Yeah, so it's just they never, and then you had Jokic where they gave it to him and they was a 6 seed. Then you had
And the reason why he got it was stats.
yeah. So it just it really don't make any sense. It just be blowing me because they switch it up
It's
every year.
whoever they want.
I
It's
feel like
whoever they want.
the Timberwolves missing something. You might be right. Maybe they are missing something, but
They need a little bit better of bench and point guard play.
no, I disagree with that, Cheyenne, because he got a whole wife.
Cool.
SGA.
Yeah, I mean,
I've been
like,
hearing
look,
that, like, man, he be looking fruity and everything. I'm like, hey, that ain't none of my business.
but that don't got nothing to do with what he doing on the court.
Yeah, I'll be like, they don't got nothing to do with my business. The man married or whatever that other stuff is, I don't know. All I know is that nigga get buckets. That's what I do know.
I mean, when you look at what he's doing, bro, like you can't say he ain't earning it. Like
He earned, like he got people be forgetting, like, bro, you forget this not the team that drafted him. He got traded for Paul George, nigga, a nigga that ain't nowhere near him.
man,
Ain't
we
been
live
near him.
we live in a society where people like to celebrate people who lose, bro. Like the
Yeah,
winners become the bad guys, and they're the ones that
yep.
never get credit.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, dude,
Everybody
who's
used to
winning?
love, right? Everybody used to. I do. It's not even a basketball analogy. Everybody used to love Mahomes when he first came. You can find 100 niggas saying fuck Mahomes or Mahomes ain't this or the refs this and that. And I'll be like, bro, wasn't y'all the same niggas saying Mahomes, oh my God, and blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, that winning, bro. That winning, boy, they can't take that. You win a little too much. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta get humbled a little bit. But see, with our dynasty, they couldn't do that because we brought a new style of play in that the league had to catch up on. And by the time they caught up on it, we had already had 3 championships and should have been a 4th if Klay Thompson didn't get injured. And would have had a 5th if Steph Curry didn't get injured this year. We would have beat, I believe this 100%, we would have beat Indiana or New York if we got past OKC. Minnesota, we wouldn't have got done like Minnesota because we play OKC tough every time we do play them. with Steph, without Steph. I just think that Minnesota, they got the size and the rebounding over us. That was just a bad matchup in the first place because we should have already had people for that. We've been saying get big men and get bigger for years. Now, what our problem really gonna be is the post Steph era, which is gonna be very shitty.
The problem with Minnesota is that Minnesota turns over the ball a lot,
A lot.
right? So they always going to allow you to get into the game. If you look at the stat sheet, I think Minnesota, OKC had a bunch of steals, right, that led into turnover.
Yeah, they had like
And
20
so,
turnovers.
yeah, their defense, man, um, is stifling, bro. And then you
It's
got,
crazy, bro. It's ridiculous.
but check this out. Minnesota had 16 fast break points.
Mm.
16. So they when they run, they're good. The problem is they get into those a couple of possessions where they just giving the ball back. That's the key to because they really shot the same percentage from three. They actually shot about the same amount.
Oh shit. Yeah, I agree with you. I definitely agree with you, bro. Um, Shout out to everybody in the chat. I appreciate y'all for pulling up. Uh, yeah, I think my boy KB mic went out, but I think KB mic went out. But yeah, Warriors need to make a lot of different offseason moves, and my top five before I end the stream. I believe SGA is the best player in the world now. I got SGA. I got 2 Giannis. I got 3 Curry. I got 4 Jokic. I got 5 would be Tatum. So before I end the stream, I want to say I appreciate everybody. I actually got a run to make. I got a dentist appointment, so I definitely got to get that popping. But I want to say I appreciate everybody for tapping in. Shout out to my boy KB Film Room. Please subscribe to his channel. Shout out my boy Alex. Shout out Cheyenne. Shout out everybody in the chat. Yeah, I seen that Steph said don't bother him in the summer. No, you right, Cheyenne. You right, Cheyenne. When you win too much, everybody do start hating on you. But I'm gonna holla at y'all, man. Y'all stay safe. And I appreciate everybody for tapping in, man. It's been Who is Hendo, and I'm out, man. Peace.